The Grim Reaper's in my apartment. Hee! I can see your knees. Scandalous! Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir du Vide, and today there's been a big DLC update to the game, A Date with Death. You look up from your computer, out towards the night sky, and on the other side of your currently closed window, you see something so surprising, you're sure you must be imagining it. Hey, you. Oh great, now I'm seeing things. Why are you still there even after I rub my eyes? Oh wow, was the last time I played this December of last year? Huh. Wowzers. No, that face is priceless. Well worth the trip here, I have to say. Grim? You're flying. Don't call me that to my face. It's embarrassing enough hearing it over our calls. It's Casper. That's my real name. Oh, it's such a cute name. Casper? Hello, sunshine. You look like you've seen a ghost. Maybe I have. A really pretty one. One that's kind of sexy. Yeah, he's pretty sexy. I'll hand that to him. I'm far from a ghost, sunshine. Are you sure? Certain. So you'll admit to being sexy then? That much is obvious. I am lovely to look at after all. Yeah, you and your only fans called something else that I can't remember at the time. Perhaps not as lovely to look at as you, though. Oh. Which you should know to be truthful. Because, as you know well, I cannot lie. Oh yeah. Am I flustering you? You're blushing right now. Oh, what's the little star for? I should probably take that. I just didn't expect the compliment. Why not? You are an attractive mortal. It's only right I tell you so. Hey, that's subjective. You usually call me stupid or annoying. You are those things. You sure you can't lie, Grim? I like all of that about you. You're a lot more forward in person. Yes, well, it's confusing me as well. Trust me. Seeing you like this messes with my feelings and makes me say strange things. But, well, they're the truth, so there's no need to be shy anyway. You are lovely. That is nothing to be shy about. You're staring too much. Nice to see you looking flustered for a change. Grim! Casper. Casper, then. Yes, mortal. How are you even here? Wait a second. I live on the 5th floor. You do? Not too much of an inconvenience for me, luckily. How are you even standing, sitting, whatever you're doing there? I'm neither sitting nor standing. I can literally see you on the other side of this window. Congratulations. Would you like an award? But you'll find that I'm floating. This doesn't make sense. Well, he is a magic man. So being a Grim Reaper is fine and believable, but you draw the line at floating. All right. Fair point. Is it magic? Something like that. It's quite simple. Can you teach me? I don't think that's a good idea. If something went wrong, it would be my fault. And of course, it would be breaking many rules. Aw, you can just say that you care. Maybe I'm not fond of cleaning you up off the floor. Maybe you just want to avoid admitting you kinda care. No levitation lessons for you. Boo. Wait. Can't people see you? You think I would be so careless? I don't know, would you be? Yes, absolutely. I've cast a glamour. Silly me, of course. Obviously you've cast a glamour. Are you invisible then? Invisible? No. I've taken another form to everyone's eyes but yours. So my neighbors aren't gonna see a mysterious man floating outside my window? If they were to look, they'd simply see a raven. A raven, of course. Not a good choice? You have a predictable side to you sometimes. But I need to know. Yes? How exactly did you find me? You think I didn't know where you lived? I never told you. I know everything about you, sunshine. So I assume you've come to claim it. My soul, that is. I had a good run, I suppose. No, I'm actually not here for that. This is like Peter Pan, isn't it? You've come to whisk me away. We'll fly through the night, fall deeply in love, then part sadly. That depends. On what? Do you want to be whisked away? I wouldn't say no. How often do you get to fly around in the night sky? But I'm guessing that isn't what you're here for. Don't tempt me. There is something else I am here for today. You see, sunshine. I have something here, with me, hidden. Something to give you. Here.
Oh, for me?
Is there anyone else here? Yes, you stupid mortal. You said you'd like some. Well, I have famously said, what do I have to do to get some roses around here? Die.
You got me flowers?
I didn't think to ask what type of flowers you liked, so I picked ones that looked like you. The brightest, sunniest flowers I could find.
Cries. Casper.
Yes, mortal?
It really means a lot to me.
You know, if you want them, you're going to have to open the window.
Oh, of course. Are you going to come in?
Are you inviting me in? I'll promise to try and be good.
What if I don't want you to be good?
Then I won't have to pretend now, will I? I'm sure the two of us can find something interesting to do.
You really are a flirt tonight, aren't you?
Open the window fully. Come on in. Nothing's separating us now, mortal.
I quite like it that way. Coming in, little Reaper?
You wish I was, don't you?
Well, I opened the window for a reason. Are you too scared to come in, Casper?
Today, I'm just here to give you these. And maybe next time I'll take you up on that offer. As truly tempting as it is, I fear it may lead to regrets from both of us. Next time we'll see. With us, I feel anything could end up happening, my little human. Here you go, sunshine.
Reach for the flowers. Thank you.
Your hands are really warm.
And yours are quite cold, even through the gloves. They're really pretty.
How can hands be pretty?
I meant the flowers. But your hands are quite pretty too, now that you mention it. You've got such slender digits.
Then I'd say your hands are also very, nice.
We're already complimenting each other's hands. Why aren't we married?
Who would have thought hands could be so alluring?
What are you whispering about now?
I really must be on my way. I've accomplished the thing I wanted to do.
So soon?
Duty always calls.
Off to steal souls, then.
Better theirs than yours, wouldn't you say? No, you can just hand over yours now if you want.
No. Better get to work before you get in trouble, my little reaper.
And since when am I yours?
Tee-hee-hee, tee-hee-hee-hee, since the moment we met. Don't be damaging my goods, you hear?
So demanding.
Casper.
Sunshine.
Do be careful.
Since you asked so nicely, I'll try my best. Don't forget to close that window after I leave. Wouldn't want anyone crawling in when you weren't looking.
Hey, Casper. There's a little flower next to this choice. I wish we had a few more days together. Oh, does that lead into the DLC? Oh, you'd already planned to take the day off work today, which was lucky, really, because you woke up this morning with something terrible. A cold.
Get the Robitussin, get the Alka-Seltzer cold and flu. Start warming up the hot tea with lemon and honey. Your head hurt, your nose was stuffed, and your throat felt like you'd been swallowing gravel. Which you hadn't, of course, that would be stupid. You'd never eat gravel. You decided to stay in bed for the day and rest up. It's midday when you woke up again feeling bored and lonely. And what better to do when you're bored and lonely than chat with the guy who wants you dead? Where's my little reaper? Well, now that we've met properly, I don't know if little is correct. You're quite big. I mean, you seem normal-sized. A normal-sized man. Or something. Anyway, I'm really grateful for the flowers. I felt a little stunned yesterday, so just wanted to make sure you knew. Oh, hey, Grimmy. It was quite obvious. I saw your face when I handed them to you. Perhaps you've already forgotten.
My memory isn't that bad. And I remember your cute face, too. Were you feeling shy? I think even your shoulders were blushing. Aw, is that possible? Does my charm make your full body blush?
What? It is unlikely that such a thing happened. I am the Grim Reaper, dang it, and Grim Reapers do not spend their time blushing.
Maybe you're not like other Reapers.
I am perfectly normal.
Blushing is your normal, I'm afraid.
Perhaps the flowers were a bad idea.
Well, I love them. I'm going to look at them every morning and I'm going to cry.
You do?
I told you that already, silly man.
Silly man? I do not particularly like this nickname.
Then you should listen properly, mister. I love these flowers. I didn't know I could enjoy flowers so much. I'm thinking of pressing them in a few days, but I don't know how to do that. That would be neat, though. I should probably learn that. You know what? Learn new hobbies. I'm gonna learn how to press flowers. They're refreshing to have around. I'll be sad when they die.
Well, perhaps someone will need to bring you more.
Someone like?
Obviously, someone immaculately handsome, charming, and perfect.
Okay. Who could that be?
Aha! It seems your memory is that bad after all.
Still thinking, but there really is no one like that. Just kidding.
I'm starting to think you have a kink for bullying people, you know. Maybe it is you with the being bullied kink.
It's cute, and honestly, it's teaching me something new about myself. Oh no, am I awakening a darker part of me? Turns out I have a thing for sexy men that are easily flustered. Wait, I think I do.
Well, the sexy part is extremely truthful. Once again, I am the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper. A personification of death, evil, bad guy. Hey. Death isn't necessarily evil or bad. One of my favorite cards is Death 13 in the tarot deck, because it's actually a pretty good card and does not mean, very much bad stuff. It means like rebirth or change. Now you get the moon card or the tower card, then we're in trouble. A Grim Reaper. That is beside the point.
Okay, but you're a Grim Reaper who, usually, is blushing from ear to ear. Are other Reapers like that? Or are they actually scary?
There's Grim and then there's Grim! I am scary.
You're not scary.
But, well, the other Reapers are varied, I suppose. I do not spend much time with them, but they are similar to mortals in ways, all with their own quirks and annoyances.
Are there more hot guys?
More?
Well, let's be honest, you are very good looking.
Well, at least you notice that much. Putting you aside, there must be... Are there more? Are there? None as good looking as me.
Well, of course. But even someone a tiny less hot than you would be pretty hot.
They are average.
So no other Reapers ever caught your eye?
No. I have no interest in any of them. Perhaps they look fine, but we all have an aura of death. I find a great solace in death, you know. But, well, it is sometimes depressing.
Is that why you like me so much? Because I radiate sunshine from my soul?
Maybe.
Aww.
Sunshine is like one of my favorite nicknames. Maybe one would think that you are very likable because of your cheery personality and kind heart. But maybe that's not true. Who knows?
Something tells me the guy who can't lie thinks I have a kind heart.
Yeah.
Not to backtrack, but... What did you say? I have a kink for bullying people? Honestly, Grimmy, you just make it too easy. It's fun. I like teasing you. You're feeling a hunger I didn't even know I had. And I've been absolutely starved, apparently.
Well, fortunately, you are a capable mortal who can feed yourself.
Ah, that's no fun, Grim. Come feed me.
Feed me, Grimmy. Feed you? What, like a child?
Ah. I'm waiting for the airplane.
You will be waiting for some time.
What if I flutter my eyelashes at you? Would that change your mind? See? I told you. You make it too easy.
It's not my intention. You just overwhelm me sometimes. It is a strange foreign feeling. No one has ever pulled at my heartstrings so.
Oh, you admitted it. You should be careful there, Grimmy. A girl could misunderstand what you mean. You're just trying to trick me for my soul again, aren't you?
Right. Yes, I am of course being a crafty Grim Reaper, because I want your soul, because that is my job. Of course. Since he can't lie, I don't know if he can sarcasm.
Feeling conflicted, Casper?
Confliction is beneath me. I am always sure of myself.
Even when it comes to me? Wait, maybe you really like the idea of feeding me.
I told you, you are capable of feeding yourself. I never said I wanted to.
I know what you said and didn't say. But I think if I asked really nicely, you might? If I suddenly had a bowl full of strawberries, would you feed them to me?
Oh, that's pretty cute, actually. If you really wanted me to, perhaps.
I'll say ah, and then you pop it into my mouth. Oh, I'm gonna have to do that with my husband.
And what if I get hungry?
Well, it would be only right for me to return the favor. Open wide, Grimmy. I'll give it to you. The strawberry. I mean the strawberry. Get your mind out of the gutter. We haven't reached the not safe for work part of the DLC yet.
Of course. The strawberry. Don't you have something better to do on your days off, mortal? You have so few days left, and you use them to torment me. It seems a waste.
Well, actually, as I put in my profile thing, I'm sick, I'm dying. I'm still in bed.
In bed? Sunshine, it's nearly evening. You should be having dinner, not lounging.
Give a girl a break, Grimmy boy. Pretty sure I'm dying, actually. That will probably rile him up.
What?
Heh. It's just a cold. I've got Alka-Seltzer cold and flu. I'll be fine. I'll be miserable, but I'll be fine. I figured I'd just stay in bed with Daisy and chat with you. My baby Daisy. My kitty cat girl who is sleeping so soundly.
How have you let a common cold take you, mortal? Did you go to sleep with wet hair?
No. I mean, I don't think so, at least.
Did you leave your window open all night? Oh, shoot, did I?
Left it wide open for you. Maybe a smidge. Like a teeny-weeny smidge. Just enough that a Grim Reaper could sneak in if he wanted to.
Very irresponsible. But realistically, even if it were closed, that would not stop me.
Oh, that does not surprise me in the slightest. You throw pianos from 20 stories up at innocent people. Me! Yeah, I didn't forget. Dropping pianos on me, blowing up condemned houses while I'm still in them. May as well add breaking and entering to your rep sheet as well.
I believe I've told you before that your mortal laws do not apply to me. And even if they did, they would be unable to catch me. I am like an eel, far too slippery.
Ah yes, slippery eel Casper. I've always thought you were giving eel.
Well, I mean, I personally think if someone drew a humanified, personified something eel, it would be quite sexy. I did not mean I was actually like an eel, minus their slipperiness.
No, but there's some similarities, isn't there? Like, you like axolotls. Those are kinda similar. I don't know. I don't know much about axolotls. Or, I don't know the proper way to pronounce axolotls.
They are not similar at all. This is what mortals call a stretch.
You're the one who said you were like an eel.
I take it back then.
Look, Mr. Eel Reaper. It doesn't matter if I left the window open anyway. I do that all the time. I don't think that's what made me sick.
Probably went to a crowd full of people and got the flu. Mr. Eel Reaper. Fine. Did you forget to wear a coat when you left your apartment?
It's just a cold, Grim. It happens to everyone. It's super common.
It does not happen to everyone.
Yes, it does.
It is an illness purely for mortals.
Sure, but it's not a big deal. It's just a bit inconvenient. But hey, it means I can talk to you some more.
How so? I don't see what stops you from talking to me when you're well, too.
You should try cleaning your glasses. I want to see what his reaction is if I insinuate that he wears glasses, because he would look so cute with them. You know, if you can't see.
Funny, I do not wear glasses.
You don't? I could have sworn you had glasses on last night.
Huh, weird. Or if Grim had those like little circle Gojo glasses, like that just, oh, he would look really hot in those.
Huh, weird.
My eyesight is perfect. I do not need fancy glass for my eyes. They suit you, they would not suit me.
Aw, you like my glasses.
That is what I said.
Well, I think they'd suit you plenty. He would look amazing with glasses. Next time you come over, you can try them on. Unless you're too scared to come in again.
I was not afraid. I was being polite. It would not be polite to turn up out of nowhere and expect you to let me in.
I wouldn't have minded. I opened up the window wide for you, buddy.
Forget that for the moment. As much as I would like to come to see you again, I need to know something first. Why are you sick? How have you allowed this?
I don't know if there's any specific reason. It's just going around again, I guess.
That is not sufficient for me. How dare something like a cold take root in you?
Oh, I appreciate the sentiment, but it's really no biggie.
You are accepting this illness too easily. You must be prepared to fight back against that which wrongs you. Is it your head? Your stomach?
I'm bleeding out of my eyes. No, that would worry him, which is why I should press that. I'm bleeding out of my eyes. And my nose. And maybe my ears.
What? Call an ambulance immediately.
Aw,
If you do not call one right now this instant, I will travel to your realm just to do it for you.
aw, Graham.
In fact, I will make sure you do it. Answer this immediately.
But yes or yes?
Sunshine.
Oh, he's so worried.
You have no excuse now. Hurry up and call them.
This is awkward.
You were being a trickster. Of course. You know what? You will sorely regret tricking me.
Will I? Uh-oh, I'm scared now. Am I going to be punished by the big scary Reaper?
Ha! Wipe that smirk from your face, mortal. You could be a little less excited about the idea of being punished, you know. That is not what I meant. Anyway, it is not a Reaper's job to punish mortals.
But it could be.
Oh.
Okay, fine. I surrender. We can always come back to this later, eh? A topic for another time, then?
If you keep up your bad behavior, perhaps we will.
Tee-hee, tee-hee-hee, tee-hee-hee.
Maybe I have a few ideas. That can come later. But firstly... So, you're actually fine?
Well, I am actually sick. But I'm not bleeding out of every orifice. And I am tired, despite doing nothing.
At least you look cute snuggled up like that.
Oh, what's that? Speak up, Grim. I can't hear you when you're mumbling. Oh, tee, cute little Casper puddle.
I'm going to melt into my chair and disappear.
Aww.
I said you look cute snuggled up like that.
Do I?
Yes. It is beyond annoying. A scary Casper puddle, not cute.
How so?
I should not find a mortal cute. I am a being created to hunt, to take, to destroy, and to rebuild, not to be doing whatever it is I'm doing.
Oh, well, I don't mind. It's nice when you call me cute.
Most mortals, I imagine, would find it terrifying.
Oh, no, if a big, monstrous Grim Reaper thing leaned over me and said, "Hey, you're cute," I would be flattered.
You are unique, Sunshine, to say the least. But this is all far, far beside the point. How could you be sick?
Quite easily, actually. I didn't have a choice in the matter. It's not like I saw an ad for sick people near you and rushed on over. It just happened. Why are you making such a big deal about it, though? Yeah, you feel like you sound like you've got a personal grudge against the bacteria. Everyone gets sick.
I do not get sick.
Like, ever?
Yes, like ever. Reapers do not get mortal sicknesses.
Do you get Reaper sickness? Yeah, what about Reaper sicknesses?
They do not exist. Well, except for soul sicknesses, of course.
Yeah, I was about to point that out.
I cannot accept this sickness of yours. Nothing should be able to touch you except me.
Maybe if you say please. That seems kind of worse than a cold. Like my soul has a cough.
At least its cause can be pinpointed. You, however, are much weaker than me in that regard.
Oi! Hey!
Are you or are you not sick for no reason?
I'm sure there is a reason. I just don't know it.
Which proves my point. It is nothing to be upset about, and you and I are simply different. The body of a mortal is much more fragile. You should take more care of yourself. How am I supposed to take your soul if you are unwell?
Quite easy, I imagine. Wait, doesn't that just make it simpler for you?
I suppose I should be agreeing, but taking your soul like this simply just does not work for me. I do not accept it.
Well, not much you can do about it, buddy. You can't exactly pull the sickness from my body, can you? Can you?
What? I'm not some vampire who sucks out illnesses.
Hey, I never said anything about sucking. Pulling, Casper. Pulling. But that's obviously not actually possible. Unless... maybe humans will evolve and become immune to being sick as well one day.
Who knows? I think it's more likely you all kill each other, and then I can retire. Anything is possible. Perhaps there was once a time where reapers could become ill too. Or maybe we are as we always have been.
Do you know the first reaper? Are they your boss? Give me that reaper lore! Or maybe they're retired. I'd retire if it was me. Wait, can you actually retire?
I don't know if there ever was a first. As for retiring, I've never known it to happen. We are tied to our profession. It is part of us. Reapers exist solely to do just that. Otherwise, there would be no point in our existence at all.
It sounds lonely.
I wouldn't have agreed with you a week ago. But perhaps it is.
Forget me being sick for a second, okay? I have a question.
Go ahead.
I really like your name. It's very cute.
The definition of a question is a sentence worded or expressed so to elicit information. What you said was a statement. I know this is a difficult concept.
Shut up, Pipsqueak.
I understand it may be difficult for you to recognize, mortal, but that was not a question.
Shh! I'm getting to it. How did you get your name?
How do you think?
Do you have Reaper parents who gave it to you?
No, I have no parents. I have no family at all, technically. Though many think of their fellow Reapers as their siblings, I suppose. A sentiment I do not share, unfortunately.
Wait, you don't have parents? What, did you just spring into existence one day? I think you did.
That is likely the simplest explanation. No one is exactly sure how we are created, but I have always looked as I have now. There was no childhood or parents or growing up. Yes, I've always been this handsome.
I didn't ask.
I've always been the Reaper you see now.
But you had to be created somehow?
Likely, yes. But I do not remember it.
So, how'd you get your name?
What if I told you that was classified too?
Well, now you know me. Casper. You already broke the rules telling me your name, didn't you? Yeah.
I chose it for myself. I do not know why or where it came from. It just felt right.
He definitely does look like a Casper. I like it.
That is appreciated. I also enjoy your name.
Do you enjoy when I say your name? Ooh, you know what your name would sound great with? My last name, Casper Duvid. Oh, that sounds sick. That sounds cool.
What?
Casper Duvid. Isn't that cute?
There is no reason for me to take your last name, mortal.
Well, we could just get married. It's on my bucket list. Tee-hee-hee-hee.
I'm sure there is someone else you'd rather marry.
There is, and I have. They're all fictional men who live rent-free in my head. And my one real live-action husband who I love very, very much. Not really. There's only you, for the time being.
Sunshine, you don't know what you're doing to me here.
Making you fall hopelessly and completely in love with me?
Dear gods, you should watch what you say. You might give me a heart attack otherwise.
Are you saying it's true? These little text quotes over here are adorable. That's one way to get out of our bet. Hey.
There is no out. I must get your soul. If I do not, then someone else will.
Yeah, we still gotta worry about that. Can't you just lie and say you took it?
Gods, what have I gotten myself into? What you ask of me is my death.
To be fair, you're also asking me to die.
Yes, I suppose I am. What a position we found ourselves in.
It seems a little unfair. We could just run away together like that cute couple down the hall. I like talking to you, Casper. It's not fair that this has to be over so quickly. And I know life is unfair, yada yada. But this sucks.
I know, Sunshine. That is the nature of what you are, and what I am. You and I are different. I know this, and yet I can't help how
How you?
There are still too many things I am unsure about for this to be over tomorrow. I am still looking into your particular soul.
Peculiar soul. Oh, have we not seen that my soul is super powerful and life-giving yet?
Time is unforgiving. I have little choice in the matter. Just so you know, I exist for this job. I am this job. I am a tool for those more important than myself. I do not decide who should die. I am just the one who makes sure it happens.
I understand. I actually feel sorry for you.
For what reason? You should feel more sorry for yourself.
You're stuck where you are. Yeah, you're like the gems. You come out of the ground knowing exactly who you are and what you're gonna do. Sure, us mortals live and die and all that. But we're capable of change. We're capable of making decisions that affect our lives. It feels like you can't do anything but keep existing, doing the same thing day in and out.
Perhaps that's why I've enjoyed this. Enjoyed you. You were a little bit of change. Sunshine, stay right there. I won't be long.
Huh? 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 Casper? Grimmy Poo? Where'd you go? Hello? There's no response. Daisy, did you hear anything? Confused and slightly annoyed, you shut your laptop for now. You feel a little lonely all of a sudden. It's a bit of a strange feeling to you. You'd never thought of your apartment as lonely. You've enjoyed living alone, decorating your rooms to your liking. But right now, it feels a little empty. I got so much stuff on all the walls. You get out of bed, legs wobbly, and put your laptop back on your desk. Just in time to make eye contact with someone outside of your window, eyes wide. You hurriedly open the window, and a little shyly, he steps in. Casper?
Sunshine. I told you I'd have no problem coming in.
Oh, the Grim Reaper's in my apartment. Wait, are you here for my soul?
I can hardly take it with you looking as you do.
What do you mean by that? Wow, I look that bad? I mean, if I'm sick, I'm gonna look like crap.
I didn't mean it like that. You look much more ill in person. Come on, let me help you to bed.
He takes your hand, his gloved fingers gentle, and leads you to your bed. He tucks you in carefully, and that feeling of loneliness is instantly replaced with a strange warmness. Being looked after by the Grim Reaper wasn't on your bingo card, but it's not so bad.
You shouldn't be walking around. Where is your water?
I wasn't really feeling like...
Incorrect. Wait here.
Casper disappears from view, walking away from your bed and into your kitchen. You're thankful you actually washed your dishes last night. He returns, a glass of water in his hand.
Drink. You are unwell. You must keep yourself hydrated.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I haven't eaten yet.
I will prepare you a mortal meal.
I don't like how you call it a mortal meal.
It is food for a mortal, is it not?
Is that any difference to what you eat?
That is beside the point. I will not be long, so stay in bed, okay?
Oh, all right. Oh. And then he's gone again. figure disappearing back into the kitchen. Butterflies rise up in your stomach. That's a strange feeling too. Like you're a kid in the schoolyard. You're thinking on this when it starts. Banging? Clattering? Something falling? What are you doing to my kitchen? Then silence. You stare towards the kitchen. More banging. More clattering. What are you doing, Grammy? You want to jump out of bed and go see what exactly is going on, but you do feel a little faint. You instead decide to trust in Casper, for better or for worse, and await whatever he considers a mortal meal. It's around 25 minutes later when he reappears. I'm a bit scared to ask, but what was all of that?
All of what?
The banging and clattering and stuff.
Your kitchen is a tough beast. It required some reining in. It fought admirably.
You fought my kitchen? It's a room, not a beast. Is there any kitchen left?
I believe I only started one fire, but I handled the issue myself.
My fire alarm needs new batteries, then.
It does not.
But it didn't go off when you started a fire.
I pulled it down.
You pulled it down?
It was a precautionary measure.
A precautionary measure would be leaving it up. Grim. Ugh, you knew it was going to go off.
If it went off, you would have gotten out of bed.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
You are meant to be resting. Just leave the fires to me.
The fires? Plural? Casper makes his way to your side, the smell of food reaching your nose. It doesn't smell terrible, but it doesn't smell burnt, whatever it is. But looking up at him like this, that doesn't matter much. Over video calls and even when he was at your window, it was hard to tell how, well, handsome he really is. Well-toned arms, a good-looking face, perfect hair. It hits you then how wild this situation is. He looks between you and the bed, cheeks slightly flushed, before he sits down carefully on the edge of it.
Here. This is the first time I am cooking for someone else, so...
He hands you the plate.
It is mortal food, correct?
Looking closer, it almost looks like pancakes. Aww, have you ever made this before, Casper?
Of course not. I have no time for fancy cooking. Fortunately, I am good at nearly everything I try my hand at. I simply searched on the internet, and I created them perfectly.
They're perfect.
Yes, I know. Heat up, sunshine. You need to conserve your strength.
Thank you, Grammy.
It is the least I could do.
The least? The least you could do was not come over, tuck me into bed, and feed me dinner.
You're sick. What kind of person would I be if I just left you alone? Go on, eat.
You look down at the food. You look back at Casper. You look at the food again, and you decide that, for him, you'd eat it. Fortunately, it's not burnt all the way through. The middle is raw somehow. Lovely. What is it with cute anime guys and just ruining pancakes? Still, it's not terrible, and you managed to get it down.
So, how was it?
Maybe you missed your call. It was interesting, not gonna lie. You've outdone yourself.
I knew you'd say that. I can do anything I put my mind to.
You sure can, Casper Wasper.
You seem to have brightened up a little, but you must be running a fever.
Casper takes the plate from you and sets it aside, before coming back to sit on the edge of your bed. He looks down at his gloves, conflicted before he pulls them off. His fingers are long and thin, and his hands are without a single blemish. Of course, knowing Casper, that was a given. Your heart skips a beat as he raises his hand to your forehead. His fingers are cool and refreshing. You feel yourself almost lean into his touch. You look up and into his eyes, which look back down towards you. You see yourself reflected in those red eyes. He opens his mouth as if to say something, then closes it again. He does this a few times, and you wonder to yourself what exactly he wants to say to you. But he never gets the chance. Ah! There's a zap, as if an electric current had passed between the two of you. Casper pulls his hand back in a flash. What the? Was it just a static shock? Some people say they feel a spark. I didn't think that would happen literally. He stares down towards his hand incredulously. Unsure, he reaches back out towards you, his hand finding your cheek. It's not as abrupt this time, but you feel it, like an electric buzz where your skin meets.
It must be because of our connection. Our bodies react to our touch. How strange. I've never read of anything like it.
You lean into his touch again. It feels nice. There's a silence between the two of you, a silence that seems to stretch out for far longer than it really has been. It's filled with a common understanding. Tomorrow, you must die. But I don't wanna. If you don't, then you win the bet, and his soul is yours for the taking. You are two people connected by misfortune, both trying desperately to avoid the inevitable.
Sunshine,
Yes, Casper?
I should go.
Reach out and take his hand. Please don't. I am quite vulnerable.
What?
You know, I'm so sick. Who knows what'll happen if you leave me? Who's going to give me burnt pancakes? Please?
Okay.
The room is even darker now. The sun set some time ago, but you barely even noticed it. You are too concerned with the man in front of you, the man you've come to be quite fond of. I only have one bed, though.
I hardly need to sleep anyway.
Would you do it with me anyway?
Sleep? With you?
Yeah. Wait a second. I mean, literally sleep. Snooze. Catch some Z's?
Of course. I knew that, obviously. You are inviting death into bed with you, Sunshine. It never ends well. Not for anyone.
I like a challenge. Tee.
I didn't say it was a challenge. What I'm giving you is a warning. A word of advice. Nothing good can come of this.
And I'm listening. I'm just choosing for myself. You said it yourself. I was meant to die a long time ago, right? I think I've lived all this extra time to meet you. Aww. You take his hand and pull him down beside you, moving over to give him some room. No one else has ever laid beside you in this bed like this. He puts his head down on the pillow, staring at you through the darkness. Do you ever wish things were different?
I wish so many things were different.
Like what?
Sometimes I wish I was human. Wish I was capable of change, as you put it. I've always been proud of my work. I still am. But that doesn't mean I don't wish for more. For something different.
Why not do it? He smiles now, just slightly. There's a sadness behind it.
I'm not like you.
What would you do if you were human?
I would do what I wish to do more than anything. Something completely foolish.
You've always been a little foolish, Casper. Tee.
Get some sleep, Sunshine. You feeling better is more important than anything else.
Your eyelids feel heavy now. Your heart races. And yet you feel calm. Lying beside this man, you think you've never felt so safe in your life. Ironic, really, when he happens to be the Grim Reaper. You slip away, drifting into a peaceful sleep as you feel his hand still in yours. You woke up this morning to find Casper gone. At first, you stressed out, thinking that something happened to him. Or worse, you imagined him all along. What if he's actually all in our heads? But, as it turns out, Casper's just in a career that doesn't wait for anybody. You found a note on your side table that said he left food in the fridge. You shiver a little, scared, but it's the thought that counts, right? After getting up, stretching, and spending some time with Daisy, you notice a flyer under your door. There's a big festival on tomorrow night. Fireworks, stalls, and a fun time await. You sigh, just a little. That would be nice, but technically, today is the day you're supposed to die. Oh man. I don't feel like dying today, though. Oh, Graham. Espoir, are you awake yet? I hope you are feeling better this morning. I know I left a note, but I still feel it is proper to also apologize for leaving so abruptly here, too. Work calls, as it does, and you, well, you were sleeping very soundly. I could not bring myself to wake you. Did you miss me? Thanks for making me breakfast. Hopefully it's edible. There's no need to thank me. It was not difficult. The remains of my kitchen say otherwise. Yes. As I said last night, your kitchen and I engaged in a matter of battle over who would be the dominated, and who would be the dominatee. Is that a word? Is that the proper use of that word? Once again, I have found myself superior. To my kitchen? Correct. I don't know. My kitchen can throw some hands when it wants to. I found that out myself, and I conquered it. Congrats. Casper, conqueror of kitchens. Gonna get you a little pink frilly apron. Actually, he'd look adorable in a pink frilly apron. I imagine you are saying that in jest, but it is true. In fact, I may put that title on my resume. Oh, put me as a reference. And what will you say if anyone calls you about me? I'm scared of phone calls. I wouldn't pick up. Ha! You are hopeless. Are you feeling any better? Surprisingly, I feel as fit as a fiddle. How can a fiddle be fit or unfit? Great question. I'm gonna have to ponder that. I'm sure someone smarter than me knows the answer. But yeah, I feel good, actually. Yes, good. That's good news. Very good. So I guess this is it then. We're not gonna have that sad ending where I die like we did in the other video, are we? Day 7. You coming to take my soul? Or will I get yours instead? There is a complication. Huh? Really? Are you trying to weasel out of our bet? Hardly. I told you, I am honor-bound to accept the outcome of our bet. But I'm afraid that currently, I am dying, and I believe it is your fault. What? Is that the soul sickness thing? Did you spend too much time here? Now I feel bad for asking you to stay. It is something far, far worse. Is it love? What? Nani? I have caught what you may refer to as the common cold. Casper, you made me worry. You made me worry with something serious, but then again I did say I was bleeding from my eyes. It is serious. It's a cold. A Reaper does not catch colds. How did you catch a cold? I'm starting to question your position as a supernatural being, Grim. I told you, it is impossible for mortal viruses to take hold in my body. It has never happened before in all of history. I have taken the souls of hundreds, thousands infected with illnesses. They have never touched me. It's impossible.
It should be impossible. But right now, I'm sick. It is terrible.
How could you have caught it then? You probably touched people who had the plague. From sleeping next to me?
I do not know. All I know is that I'm certain that I may perish by the end of the day.
That seems a little dramatic. Come here, let me kiss it better. No, you're being dramatic. You come here. You come to my house. I will make you some chicken noodle soup, the good kind, not the cheap kind. And I'm gonna put a little nori in it, a little seaweed in it. Delicious. I'm telling you, chicken noodle soup with some dried seaweed in it.
Me? Dramatic? Never. I am being completely serious.
I know you are. Trust me, it'll pass.
And if it does not?
Then I guess I win the bet.
The Grim Reaper died from a cold. Yes, well, we agreed the limit was a week. That is only a few more hours from now.
That means your soul is mine.
Correct.
You weren't supposed to agree with me. I was being silly.
It is what we agreed to. It is perfectly fair. But let me tell you now, if this happens, it will not stop another Reaper from being assigned to your case. I loathe the idea, more than anything, someone else viewing you as I have. But I made the deal, and I will stick to it.
What do you mean?
It means someone else is going to be coming for our booty cheeks.
Won't you stick around if I win?
Mortal, do you not understand our arrangement? One of us must die at the end of it.
Oh, yeah. Huh? That's not what I want. When I said I wanted your soul, I was mostly joking. I don't want you to die for me. I'll never be able to see your pretty face.
You asked for my soul. There is little way to give a soul but dying. That was our agreement.
Well, I've decided I don't like our agreement anymore.
That matters little.
It matters a lot.
We agreed to it.
Come on, I'm giving us both an out. I don't want you to die, but I also don't want to die. Let's call it off.
It just wouldn't matter. If I don't take your soul, I am as good as dead anyway. There's no happy ending for either of us in this.
Frowny face. I don't like this. But there could be. You don't know for certain. Yeah. There was a Grim Reaper right next door. I was listening into their whole little story. They ran off together, I think.
Sorry, sunshine. I'll probably be dead from this godforsaken cold before the day is out anyway. Before I die, there are some things I wanted to talk to you about, though.
Stop saying you're gonna die. I seriously won't let that happen.
If you're good at anything, it is not dying. That is actually what I wanted to talk about. I've always known that there is something strange about you, mortal. I have watched you for some time.
Does this mean you watch me talking to Daisy like I'm a drill sergeant? How long is that?
It's been a few years now. I was only ever supposed to take your soul, but I suppose even your radiance affects someone so shrouded in shadow, like me. It is somewhat amazing, the way you capture people so.
He.
I'd never thought I would meet someone who could do it for me. I have done some research. I believe your soul is very unique, Espoir. Have you ever had a sick friend, or a family member, or a colleague, who then expressed that they feel better when they're around you?
There was this one time in school. A friend of mine fell over and scuffed her knee, so I took her to the school nurse. I swear there was so much blood, but by the time I got there, it was a scratch. My friend said it must have just been my healing aura.
Perfect. I knew I was correct.
Correct about what?
My soul is, well, I must balance it, but it is inherently darkness. It is death. That is something every Reaper must deal with. But I read of something even more rare than a reaper's soul. A soul that is lightness and life. One that directly opposes that which I possess. I think that is what you are.
I got a special cool soul? What? I have superpowers?
Well, yeah, if I'm gonna have superpowers, it may as well be healing ones. That is what you're getting from our conversation?
You have superpowers? That must mean I do too.
You're still human. And mortal, I think. Whatever abilities your soul lends you will be much more mute, I suppose, than mine.
Can I fly?
This is just me. No.
Can I go invisible?
I doubt it.
Can I run super fast? Can I be fast as Fluff Boy?
You tell me.
Okay. I just ran around my room. I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack now. It was at a normal to less than normal speed.
Perhaps your superpowers is running at a normal speed.
That's a lame superpower.
He's not super fast, he's normal speed. Then perhaps your superpower is the power of annoyance.
I can see that.
I can troll a kidnapper into submission. You are pretty good at that.
I think that power only works on you, Grim.
It certainly does. But I do believe there's something you can do. I think you have the ability to give away parts of your soul. Yours is the power of healing, but at the cost of yourself. It is a dangerous ability. Also, maybe you can't die. I am unsure about that one.
So, am I like immortal but not indestructible? Or, like, really?
Really.
Really?
Did I not already say as much? Yes, really.
Are you sure, though?
Like...
I know I'm hard to kill, but maybe this whole healing thing's just luck?
There was a second reason I brought you those flowers. My soul had become unbalanced, and I had a small bout of soul sickness. And being near you took it away. Just like that.
Oh. Here, I thought you just liked me a lot.
I do.
This little thing down there, bathed in my milk. Offer open to men only. Soy, almond, or traditional. Use my sponge. I will watch you.
I wanted to test my theory, and I brought them to you because I thought you deserved them.
Oh.
I mean, you deserve much more, but it is all I could give for the moment. My brain is working incorrectly today. I cannot think straight. I don't know how you mortals handle all of these illnesses. They are beyond inconvenient. I cannot even go anywhere to buy medicine.
Oh, yeah.
That medicine does not exist here.
I could always give you some. I'll nurse you back to health.
That doesn't sound so bad. But I don't even know if your mortal medicines would make a difference to my body.
We all have the same parts.
Don't we? Answer the question, Grim. I cannot say I spend much time fiddling around inside people to know.
Well, maybe you should fiddle some more. Oh, that's certainly one way of putting it. Seriously, you should work on your phrasing.
How so? It is the truth. I've spent very little time inside... Ah. I see where your mind has gone, once again.
Yep.
Put the cuffs on me. Put me in horny jail. Forget my phrasing. You want to work on that imagination of yours.
No, I refuse. We both know you like it.
That is not true. You do not know that.
I really do. Wait, what if normal medicine made you, like, mortal? Well, I guess.
What? What is the basis for that hypothesis?
It came to me in a dream.
Oh, shoot, I should have said I had a really good source. Trust me, bro.
A vision.
Pretty much. That is not basis for any kind of decent research. Human medicine will not turn me human. Maybe it will melt my organs or make me ill, but more likely it will do nothing.
But what if it did work, huh? No more Mr. Grim Reaper. You'd just be Casper. Oh.
Well, it does not sound so bad.
Would you even survive in the human world? Do you have any practical skills?
Yeah. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, he is incredibly hot, and that could get him lots of places.
You know, you're good at taking souls.
Wait, are you even good at that?
Day 7 over here, and I still have my soul.
Yes, I'm very proficient in it.
Sure. What else are you good at? Hacking computers with virus-filled apps, I guess?
That is a pretty good skill, though. I am good at plenty. I am an accomplished cook.
Definitely.
I have a keen sense of style.
Well, yeah, that's true.
People tell me I am quite good-looking.
Who tells you that?
You, Azrael.
Okay, but that's not a skill.
It kinda is.
Did you ever think that maybe there's more to life than being really, really, really ridiculously good-looking?
Skill of looking really, really, really incredibly attractive. From Zoolander.
What would you even do as a job?
Yeah,
Could you even get a job? There's no proof you even exist, right?
well, I was never born, so that is correct. I believe there are humans who can deal with these problems. Create false documents and such.
That's mega illegal, but I respect it.
And then I would get a normal human job like a regular mortal. Like being a CEO of some large business. And then I would be rich and famous.
Casper. You'd start out flipping burgers somewhere greasy. You can't just walk in and get a job as a CEO. I don't know, have you met some of them?
Why not? Plenty of mortals walk into establishments, hand over their human resume, then are hired on the spot.
Maybe 50 years ago. I guess you could be a model or something.
Oh yeah, he would make a great model, actually. A model? I suppose my good looks would be well suited to the industry. Do you not find it unfair?
Find what unfair?
If I were to become a model, every other model in your realm would likely be forced to give up.
Ah!
Out of a job. How will they survive?
You're such a piece of work, you know that?
Thank you.
Hey, answer this, okay? Hey, Bookie.
You better pick up. You listen here. Oh no, did I interrupt you during your morning routine?
Oh, he's got a little grim hair clip.
I didn't mean to hit accept. Please, dear gods above, let this be a dream.
Aw, you dream about me. Are you in your pajamas?
I meant to say no.
Oh my god. You are so cute.
I meant nightmare. Nightmare. How embarrassing. I do not wish for you to see me in this state.
I can see your knees. Scandalous. To be fair, you saw me sick. You should have stayed at my place.
I am fully capable of looking after myself.
Aww. You can still be capable and let people help you. If you want, you can depend on me a little, Casper.
I'll keep that in mind. But I'm hoping this is something I will only have to experience once.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's sick. He's got a little cold.
Once is plenty enough. Too much even.
Now you can understand why I was in bed all day long yesterday. Why aren't you in bed anyway? Go lay down. I can see the bed from here.
Why? I want to speak to you. And I'm fine here. I won't let something so aggravating, minuscule, inferior.
Where do you see the tiny little bacteria that causes it?
Look, I will not be defeated by this. That's all I'm saying. Why'd you call me so suddenly anyway?
You call me suddenly all the time. Yeah, and I don't have the option to say no. Can I not just call you because I want to?
I was not prepared. I need to lock down that feature.
Hey, don't do that.
If I left it on for you, you'd call every 2 seconds.
Well, I would, but
in a way, I understand. I'm just that fantastic to talk to.
You are pretty great.
An abuse of power, some may say.
I have some self-restraint, Casper. You just haven't seen it.
Oh, to be able to lie.
Oh, hush you. I would only call occasionally. Maybe every, few hours.
A reasonable answer.
Yeah, I'm not that crazy.
I'm actually a little surprised.
Hee, maybe I'm lying. You know me, such a troublemaker from my little Reaper.
You are the biggest troublemaker I've ever had the displeasure of meeting.
Also, by the way, hello, Azrael. Oh, it's so big. Might I say you're looking rather handsome today?
He is always handsome. It is good you're finally showing him the respect he deserves.
You should cuddle him more often.
Are you going to reveal that you cuddle him all the time? I do not wish to restrict him too often. Azrael is his own man. He goes where he wants, does what he wishes, and deigns to spend his spare moments with me.
He loves you.
Oh, he is simply offering me comfort in these dire times.
Dire? Grim, it seems pretty mild. You're being dramatic again.
This is the most harrowing moment of my life. But through it all, Azrael has been by my side. Through all of my highs and lows.
Aww. How long have you had him?
A long time.
That is hardly an answer.
I can't remember exactly. It's difficult. Time seems to blend together until its meaning is lost, the more of it I have. I never felt the passage of time as much as I do now. Time passes for you, but continues for I.
Thanks for sharing it with me.
Time seems to blend together until its meaning is lost, the more I have of it. But many, many years.
Aw, he's still in such good condition. Yeah.
Of course he is. I help him maintain his appearance.
Aw, you love him just as much as I love Daisy.
He is important to me.
It's nice to know the Grim Reaper can be sentimental. You're not that far from a human after all.
I suppose so.
So, did you buy him from a store deep in the pits of the underworld?
No and no. He is a former resident of the mortal plane.
Oh, you bought him here. I guess that makes sense. He doesn't look very heckish.
I didn't buy him.
Did you steal him?
No, I am not some seasoned thief.
But you could be. Okay, I'm confused then.
He was gifted to me, and I promised I would always care for him.
Gifted to you? From someone like me? So that means people can give you plushies, and I can give you plushies. Here, I thought I was your first.
It was a mortal child.
A child just gave you their toy?
Yes, he did.
Aw, did he have to escort a child to the underworld and they said to take care of his axolotl?
The story is not a happy one.
That's exactly what happened, isn't it?
I don't mind sharing it with you, if you understand that.
Of course I'll listen.
That child was... he was assigned to me. I've been assigned children many times before, so it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. He was quite young, and was hospitalized when I went to ferry him over. It is my preference to take young mortals in their sleep, so they don't have to feel scared by my presence. If they go in peace, then the journey is easier on their soul. But he was awake. I was cloaked in glamour, so it shouldn't have mattered, but he saw right through it, and he just smiled, really softly, and told me he had been waiting. ... He was not scared. His soul was incredibly strong, and he was incredibly brave, but his body was weak. It could not hold such a soul. He handed me Azrael and made me promise to look after him.
Oh, Casper.
It was my honor. Part of my duty is to show mortals to their best afterlife, and if that was the final tie keeping him bound to your plane, well, I was happy enough to ease that from his worries and ensure the safest possible passage for him. I gotta read this through the tears.
And did he get safe passage?
I took him to a bright and colorful afterlife. He went peacefully and even thanked me before I led him on his way. It was a long time ago now, but he has stuck with me.
Are you sure you're not a human, Casper?
It must be this illness. It's making me sentimental.
It's good to remember things like that. He left you a kind gift.
Azrael? Yes, I do treasure him.
No, I mean, he left you a piece of humanity. He's the only Grim Reaper with a plushie. It was very kind of you to do that.
Thanks, Sunshine.
Did you name him Azrael?
He was already named by his previous owner. A fine name for a fine Reaper of Souls.
Oh, it's nice you kept it.
I wouldn't dare to rename him. I, stitched it.
Eh? You know the sewing? You did what?
I hand-stitched his name on him, okay?
Oh.
So I would never forget. My life is a long one. Forgetting is too easy.
That's adorable. Wait, can you do my name as well? Can you do my name as well?
Your name? Why would I do that? Azrael doesn't need your name bound into his very being.
Stitch it into your pillowcase. Then when you sleep, you'll have a little reminder of me. Oh, that's kind of cute, actually. That's kind of beautiful.
I hardly need a reminder. You are already on my mind too much. It is excruciating.
He. Can you show me your beautiful stitching work?
No. Azrael is resting, just as I am. If you must know, I stitched it in red.
Cute. Who would have thought that the Grim Reaper takes up knitting in his spare time?
It is not knitting, mortal. Sewing. It was only one word.
Well, do you like knitting?
I've never tried, nor am I particularly interested in the idea of it.
I was hoping you could knit me a blanket or something. I don't know how to knit. I need to learn.
You want a blanket?
Why? You gonna pick up knitting after all? Oh no, he's thinking about it.
The future could hold any number of possibilities.
Hey, Grim.
Yes, Sunshine?
I can't keep it to myself anymore or I'll think I'll explode. Are you wearing hair clips? They're so cute.
Remove this from your memory or perish, mortal.
Never! One of them is a little skull. I love it. Oh yeah, the other one is a little sunflower. Skull and sunflower. You are so predictable and cute. Mostly cute. And a sunflower too? You're too much sometimes. It's so cute.
They're just hair clips. I was hot and wanted this hair off my face.
But it's hair clips on you. I literally never thought I'd see this. Wait, where's my phone? I need to take 1,000,000 pictures. I can die happy now.
You would allow death to claim you over hair clips? Everything I've tried, you found lacking, but hair clips?
Hair clips on you. How often do you wear them? I feel like I've been missing out. Wait, do you ever put your hair in a ponytail? I want to see that too. I want to see your hair in a ponytail, and I will see you in glasses. You know, since you get hot.
From time to time.
To the hair clips or the ponytail.
Gods, you are insistent.
Grim.
I have no energy to begin with, and now I feel like you have sucked out any that is remaining. Fine, yes, I clip it back when I wash my face and do my skincare. Is that not a normal use of clips?
How adorable. Is that a common style in the underworld then?
Common? No. I once knew a fellow Reaper who was quite into all of this stuff. Perhaps it rubbed off on me.
All this stuff?
Skincare, hair accessories, those kind of things. In regards to whether I tie my hair up, yes, every now and then. Perhaps you haven't noticed, but I have an abundance of hair.
One day you'll let me run my fingers through it, or tie it up now, I want to see it. I kind of want to see it.
You're getting a little too excited there. I feel like you may faint if I expose my neck to you.
You know what? How about we do that in person? I'm sure you and I can work out something to do with your exposed neck.
You are all bark and no bite, mortal.
Or maybe I am very much bite. I mean, I'm not known to bite, but I'll definitely nom.
Ha. Well, perhaps you're not the only one.
Oh no! He counterattacked me!
If things were different, then maybe I wouldn't mind sinking my teeth into you.
Why you gotta look like that and say that?
Ellipses!
More ellipses?
You're looking a little flushed.
Not as flushed as you.
I can't help my sickness, just as you cannot help being drawn to me.
Shut up already.
Make me.
Ah! Hide your face with whatever's nearby.
What are you doing now? Hiding behind a magazine? Sunshine, that doesn't make me disappear.
La 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 la, if I can't see you, you don't exist.
That is completely false. You should not spread lies so easily.
Who said that? Casper? Never heard of him.
More falsehoods. Sunshine, are you okay?
I don't know, everything just tasted like cherries for a second. I'm fine. I just cut my fingers on the paper.
You should be more careful. Paper cuts are...
Casper?
Sunshine, which finger did you cut?
Uh-oh. My ring finger?
To think a tiny incision would cause that amount of pain.
What are you saying?
There's a cut on my finger. Suddenly, abruptly, without warning. This is not good. Not good at all.
Oh, whoa?
This is something I've experienced occasionally, but not spontaneously.
In the same place?
The exact same place.
How could that happen?
Wait, I think... Wait here for a second.
Casper? Where'd you go?
I know it's here somewhere.
What are you looking for?
I'm trying to find a particular tome. I'm having little success. I'll message you when I find it, okay?
You're sick, Casper. Rest up.
I'm fine, Sunshine. Wait for me, okay?
Always. Aww. Well, buddy, I said I'd wait, but I don't actually have much to do. I started doodling something just now. It's a picture of the most handsome man I know. Azrael. He's all muscly, though. Muscly Azrael. Alright, that's done. Now what? You know, I thought I was gonna die today. But I've still got my soul. I think we've kind of danced around the issue today. But there was this flyer put under my door about some outdoor Twilight festival that's being held tomorrow. Not Twilight like the vampires. Why not? I'm not Team Jacob or Team Edward. I'm Team laughing at this movie because it's hilarious. It's a comedy. Twilight like, the time of day. You know what my first thought was? Wouldn't it be fun to go with Casper? Wouldn't it be fun to go alone? Absolutely not. We got this DLC so we could spend more time with the boy. And then I remembered that one of the two of us would likely be dead by tomorrow, so it made me kind of sad. Not the thought of being dead. I mean, that sucks. But the thought that we'd already run out of time. Even going to watch some fireworks together wouldn't be possible. Now you're making me sad. I really like you, Casper. You're screaming into the void, me. You're the most arrogant person I know. And for some reason, I'm into that.
Are you just talking to yourself?
Yes, I mean, no. Who said that? Who? Ah! A ghost! A Grim Reaper!
I'm not... Wait. I am a Grim Reaper.
You almost said that you're not. Ha! Cackle.
I thought you were going to say something absurd and frankly incorrect.
I was about to.
Sunshine, I found it.
What is it?
The Beginner's Guide to Soul Bridges.
Oh, yeah. Is this after or before we did the Soul Bridge thing? That's not a real book.
It's real. I've not read this for many years. There was no need. Let's see. Yes, The effects of linking two souls together can be stronger if the souls are inherently compatible.
Ooh.
Or two parts of one whole.
You got death powers and I got life powers, and we form a regular person. Wait, that's why you're sick? Oh, he's feeling my cold. Aw. And the cut?
I believe it to be so. Linking souls usually has minor effects. I can travel our bridge to inspect your soul. We can hear each other's voices in our heads. But it's temporary. It's supposed to be, at least. It should have worn off by now. I only left the tiniest bit of my soul with you, after all.
We complete each other?
Let's not jump to conclusions here. What would cause our connection to suddenly deepen like this?
Oh, do you have an idea, main character? 'Cause I don't.
Last night. Why would that make
We touched. We did? You took off your gloves and touched my forehead. Oh, yeah. Remember that weird zap? Oh, yeah.
This will not do. Gods, this is the worst thing to ever happen to me.
Aw.
A soul of shadow and a soul of sunshine. Gods, why did I do this to myself?
'Cause you saw my file and thought it was pretty. Come on, it's not that bad.
You and I are explicitly linked. For who knows how long? For another week? A month? A year? Forever? This is not a safe thing for either of us. If either of us are hurt, the other will feel it.
Oh, is he more worried about me than him?
I am overcome with the soul sickness. You, a human, will be touched by it. I have never heard of a human being affected by it. I do not know if you would survive it. You get sick, I get it too. I take your soul. Likely, my soul will go too. You win the bet, and now you take my soul. You die too.
Ah.
My reaction exactly.
Oh. That could be a problem.
It is a problem. A huge one. One I do not know how to fix.
So we just cancel the bet.
I cannot. I must take your soul, or die trying. If I do not move on you soon, someone else will just step in to take my place.
Then how about extending it?
You mean like downloadable content?
Just for a few days. You've been after me for years. Surely a few more days is fine. Yeah.
Well, just while I try to reverse our connection, if my head would just stop hurting.
Oh, poor Casper. It's all right. I'm here for you. You come over. We're gonna have chicken noodle soup with seaweed in it.
Your presence is making it worse.
Oh. Well. You're still stuck with me.
It seems we have a few more days together. No more than 3, okay? It will be too dangerous otherwise.
So if we get to day 10 and don't have a plan...
We're both dead.
Oh man, we're like a pair of tragic lovers.
A modern-day Romeo and Juliet.
Practically. I don't know about you, but I'm basically written by Shakespeare.
That is so untrue, it almost hurts. You are an absolute moron.
Hey, that makes the two of us.
You're not getting out of this that easy. There's a festival tomorrow.
Hey, don't change the subject. Some kind of one. I've never been before.
Very well. I shall keep it in mind. For now, I'm going to collapse on my bed, scream a little in frustration, roll around in anger, then hug Azrael. Good day.
Aww.